Yeah, welcome back to the channel. I'm out driving an electric car again. It's a kind of a big mix on my channel that they have some electric cars, some American cars, some old cars, some Norway electric cars, of course. It's on another way. It was for me, Kia don't have any bad name at all. Hyundai, Kia have made very good cars. Norway, they haven't been recognized as much as they should. And I see quality tests from USA. Kia and Hyundai have been very good up in the quality for many years. So that is nothing to say that's something wrong whatsoever. This one is very special. The front is, when you start to look at it, very nice. A little unsure about the back. But for me, for the use we are going to use it, the important thing is the space and the very important place. I have two boys that both have been playing basket. One have stopped a little because of school, but he's trainer. Yeah, locked. But we can just go in and see. This is not the cheapest version. This is a four-wheel drive. They come in back-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. And for me and our use and what we can afford to pay, because that is important also here in Norway. For some of you guys around the world, I think it's just as important as here. And for you guys, you may be paying a lot more for electric cars. We pay a lot for gasoline cars and things. We save a lot on taxes on electric cars. So for us, the only thing we can do economically more or less now is choosing to buy electric versions, because road taxes, toll booths, but the gasoline costs and diesel and things cost in Norway. And in Norway we have clean electric power, so that is not a problem. So here electric cars are making a lot of sense. That's why I'm thinking to get an electric car again, even if the battery on my e-Golf is dead. How much you save by driving electric cars in Norway compared to others, that's important. Yeah, inside the car, I have to see the screen is very much like what I feel in a lot of other cars. I can go for economic, normal, or sport. And sport in this way is, I don't know how many horsepower now. I can try to find it and put it in. But it's more than enough. It's so much that your headrest is have to do a job, because you get thrown back in the headrest and back in the seat. So it's no problem losing your driver's license with this car. Very easy. Always when I'm out driving this car, instead of doing like Björn and some other Tesla Björn and things, they talk about a lot of technical and just screw up everything to have to do with the practicality and how the feeling in the car is. This car, the steering wheel feels very nice. The buttons are very nice compared to especially on the Volkswagens. They've really screwed it up. My old e-Golf had very nice setup on buttons. The ID7 now that I was testing is just bullshit. These buttons are very bad. But here, practical and very well. You can change how you set up modes, and you can talk on phone and different setup. You have cruise control and things with adaptive cruise control, so it sends cars in front and you can set the distance and all those kinds of things. This model comes also with the heated steering wheel. And something I like very, very much is called buttons. What we used in the old days when me and Fred Flintstone was young. You had heated up your seat. Actually, you can push a button. Heat up the steering wheel and heat up the other seat with buttons. No, crazy. You have some buttons here too, and here, and here. And you have some buttons here. Oh, crazy. If Musk is seeing this, he's going to get a heart attack. And buttons. Oh, shit. And buttons for setting up 1 and 2 position. It's crazy. No, it's not crazy. It's the way it's supposed to be done. It's stupid to have one big screen in the center that have to do everything like some Teslas. Is really, really bad. This is a car. You're supposed to drive it. If you want to sit home and look at your big TV, sit home. Don't be on the road. I don't want to have you there. Sit home. Buy a car. Not a small computer or big computer on wheels. Yeah. But the buttons is very, very nice. You have the setup here. Let's have a climate, but you can change it. Here, no, suddenly you have other setup. You can go to map. Then you change the map on top. Go to navigation and things and setup. Seek for traction, radio, media players. Let's see what's set up. Navigation, home, profile, screen, kjøretøy means the car, kjøremodus, modus, panel, climate, seat. So you can change a lot of setting and give you information about the setting. How much battery is left, how long you could drive it, where you are on the map. It's a good information. So, it's a lot of things I like inside this car. A lot of things. The most important for me to be able to go out and buy a new car now is point one. I have to be able to afford it without thinking too hard about it. I have other cars, but we need a bigger car, and we should have been electric. This one for 500,000 Norwegian, as I understand, as the cheapest version with 2-wheel drives, back wheel drive. That is a lot more expensive than the Nissan Ariya and the new Renault Scenic. That's an important thing I have to think about. But the other big thing that I have to think about is the space in the back seat, because I need space in the back seat. The youngest boy is 192 soon and play basketball. The older son is almost 190 and is basketball trainer, and I played a little himself. I am 188, the wife is shorter, but for the boys to be able to sit back and enjoy it, we need space. So let's go and see there. Yeah. For me, who is long in the legs, is most cars, it's a problem, a big problem, that if I am supposed to sit good in the driver's position, the passenger behind is going to have problems here. In most cars, absolutely most cars. Here, as you see, I had my son, the longest one on the youngest one, sitting behind when we was trying to practice now. He was sitting very well. No problem. You see, I have even longer feet than him. No problem. The back seat here, I'm supposed to be able to lie down the back. I'm not 100% sure how I do it. What are you supposed to do? Here we have so many talk about ski hatch. So you can have your skis coming through and lying all the way in front here. Actually, back here is nice place to sit. Feels a little more built up and better than the lately. What I put everything against is the Nissan Ariya and the new Renault Scenic. The Ariya was absolutely good space. Also the Toyota BZ4X, so what is called, the stupid name. That one also have a lot of space in the back. And here. But the Renault Scenic maybe take a little better is, as I remember, I was sitting even better in the back seat of the Renault Scenic. But side support. But shockingly, I have been in at a BMW sales place and was sitting in the big electric SUV and the new 5 series. What's it called? 5M or I don't remember the name. But both of those cars was not especially good backseat place. And the back seat was no seat support in the sides. It feels like that was made for people having baby seats and need to have a flat seat to put the baby seats into the Isofix. That was the feeling I get. And that was completely opposite what I was waiting to feel. Here I sit good, absolutely. I have a little side support in the back here, so I don't get so thrown around, because it's so much power in this car. If you try to use it a little, the passenger in the back is going to be thrown around. That was not a problem on that. The Renault Scenic, that was nice. This is better than the Ariya. I think the Renault Scenic is even a little better. But the back seat is absolutely okay. Absolutely. The space is okay. My feet is going under here without stopping in things. lighten up here. Yeah, it's easy to say that this is okay, absolutely okay. I could live with this. The question is, can I live with the price? Yeah, and back of the car. Where are you supposed to put the suitcases? If you're going to a vacation with 4 persons with a big suitcase each, I think you should be able to get them in, depending on how much you press it in. Maybe you're just ending up with only 3. Set them up there. 3 or 4 big suitcases. Very practical, I think. Now the sun is going down soon. Electric open and closing. But let's go out and drive a little more. Soon it's dark. Sunset is coming here. See if I find some place further to get in front there to maybe get some picture. I really like this car too. It's a 4-wheel drive version for 500,000, a 2-wheel drive for what's 470. That is more or less 100,000 more expensive than the Nissan Ariya and the Renault Scenic. Is it worth it? I'm not sure. You have to feel about it yourself. Two-wheel drive for me is price an important part. Interest in rent are important, and also how the car is looking. This one is nice, very nice in the front. I like it better and better when I look at it from the sides. The back end I'm not so sure about. The power of this car is more than enough, it's no problem whatsoever. More than enough. So and the space inside is very nice. More or less so I can feel that there is better space inside on this one than on the Renault Scenic and the Ariya. It just felt like that. This back end is very special. The jury is out. I'm not sure if I'm feeling it. But it's not that it's ugly, it's just very special. Inside the information, all the buttons, I like the buttons a lot. You need these kinds of buttons, the heated seat and the heating steering wheel and things. Very nice. Also the control plate in the middle, but the instrumentation straight in front of the driver, I don't like it especially. I use so much space for showing if you regenerate or if you use power on the sides there. Kilometer speed limit should be much bigger and more in center. The other information panels is no problem there. The light inside is very nice. To light up the blue light. I can't see that I found that it was possible to change them, but I didn't have so much time with it. But here again the buttons are lighted up and things like that is very nice. And the panel here that we can switch between information and climate and things. Very good idea. Very, very good idea. So that's one I really liked. Could have been buttons. I would have been happy with just physical button, but here you can switch between 2 different things. Up here is very, very subtle. Other things, yeah, it's a lot of positive with the car. The one minus that is the same on this one as on the Renault Scenic is the driving, the steering when you're driving. It's too jittery, it's too electric. The Nissan didn't have this. It was much more feeling like a stable, good steering wheel. Here it's feel a little more jittery, jumping up and down, and also try to shake every time it wants you to do something else and things like that. So that was really a challenge, a big challenge to be honest. I don't like it. So that is a negative. And the Nissan felt much more stable. I can't remember how the Toyota was. I can't remember that I was feeling that it was something too much. But on that one was a lot of other things that was not nice. A lot of important things. So it depends on the person who is driving it. The information panels in here was the right size. Don't need to be bigger. It's just perfect. So that is nice. Yeah, all in all it was a very nice car. I'm not 100% sure about the interest rate and things like that on this one. No, it looks like it's a campaign. When I was delivering the car back, the salesperson was not there, so I'm not 100% sure about which interest rate, but I found on the net now it's supposed to be down to 2.99%. And that is much better than I had to pay for the Renault Scenic. You end up 7, or on the Nissan you're down to 1.99. Very important to remember. But go out and check this one. It's a nice car.